Hey guys, Jason here with Bounce Water Inflatable Sales. Wanted to very quickly go over where we're at so far in the season, at least in my rental down here in Central Florida, and some of the things that we've learned from some of the equipment we added, maybe that we didn't have last year. Number one is we put in the double slide. It is doing phenomenally well. Jeff, the guy that takes care of my bookings, was like, if we would have put in 5 of those units, we would rent them every single weekend. So he's turning them down a lot. Of course, I'm going to order me another one. But, you know, we had come out with those last year, going into this year. But, you know, and you always want to proof it in the market and see what it's going to do. And I'm here to tell you, as of right now, it's running extremely well. Also, the 2-stage height hybrid, where you can sit at 17 foot, 19 foot. That one is actually doing better than I expected. I thought it would do okay, but I thought it would be a little bit complicated to explain to people, but we're finding out that it's working really, really well and renting really good. A lot of people like it because they're going to put the older kids on one side, a little bit younger kids on the other side, things in that nature. So one thing I do know, we have also in our rental the last 7 days, we have broken our single day booking record over 16 years, and we've done it twice in the last 7 days. And I figured that was going to happen with COVID kind of easing back and all the stimulus money that's out there. I'm here to tell you this will be the biggest summer that I've ever seen in 16 years. You guys may not feel it up north right now, in North Georgia or in South Carolina. As soon as the weather breaks a little bit more and gets a little bit more warmer, you guys you're gonna get calls, I think, to the likes that you haven't seen in some time. And I'll tell you another thing that's gonna happen. This is gonna go right into the winter, right? So all the churches, all the schools, and even, you know, the corporate events that happen in the backside of the year, all that stuff that didn't happen last year with the economy doing well, the stimulus money, and COVID easing back, they are going to come this year in droves. So this year, going into September, October, November, you're going to see a totally different ball game. It could very well be one of the biggest winters we've ever seen as well. I'm predicting that. I think this summer and winter will be one of the biggest we've ever seen. I think it's going to be my best year in 16 years for sure. So why do I tell you that? We are generally running out of equipment. We're building them as fast as we can. We're adding more people to the factory. We're going as quick as we can. I'm advising you guys to get ahead of this schedule, right? So we have containers coming, 3 of them in May. Of that, 1 is almost sold out. There are still some slides on them. We have 3 or 4 coming in June. Right now, I can build for late May, June, whatever it is you want. Any type of slide, whatever it is you want. And we do have a lot of good stuff coming, but here's what happens. Everyone waits, you know, until the phone really starts to ring, and then we go, you know what, we need more water slides. You end up settling for something else because you couldn't get the slide you wanted because it's not out there. If it's a good water slide and it's attractive, especially if it's in that 18-foot realm, double lanes, working really well, you're not going to find it. If you do, you're going to pay heavily for it. Don't wait till there. I'm telling you what's going to happen. It's going to be an explosive summer. You're going to rent a ton of them, and you're going to be left behind if you don't get ahead. So it's a $500 deposit on these units that'll be coming. We have an idea of what the builds are exactly going to be, whether it be a hybrid, double, center climb, whatever it is you might want. And also, with that said, don't wait until September or October of next year to decide, oh wow, this is a busy winter. We need more bounce houses. We need more combos. We need obstacle courses to go out and make money at that time of year. Why not start thinking about that now? Because the fact of the matter is the economy is doing pretty well. I mean, all the stars line up. The economy's doing pretty well. Everybody's getting a ton of stimulus. COVID's kind of easing back, and people didn't do things last year, and they're going to make up for it this year, right? It kind of just lays out just like that. So we have to think about that, and you have to get ahead of it. You can't wait until it's time to, you know, right at go time, or you're turning people away to decide, you know, I might need to do this. So yeah, there's a little bit of risk there, calculated risk, but again, all the stars line up. So get with us. Let's see what we have coming, see what we can build for you. We can get it relatively quickly still, in May And in June, I still have a chance to get a lot of things. 4th of July is going to be out of this world this year. I think that whole week's going to be really good. Schools are going to come back into play, as I said, churches, and I think that's going to run through the summer, come back into the winter. So let's get ahead of all this. Let's think about what we're doing. Again, it's a $500 deposit. So right now, if you ordered a Valentine's for October, let's just say, or an obstacle course, it's $500 down. You have till then to pay for it. Makes all the sense in the world because you're going to make all the money in the summer, right? So it's easy to pay for that stuff. Boom, and you have it going into September. A lot of logic there, right? So that's going to keep generating that income to keep the income coming in for your company. So give myself, Blaine, Chris a call anytime you want, whatever works for you, and we'll be happy to go over with the schedule of when things are going to arrive. And we're happy, always keep this in mind. If you got something you want done, something particular you want built, we'll get you proofs for it. I mean, we can't do 100 proofs, but we'll dang sure sit down and put color schemes together that make it make sense and get you a general idea of what that piece will look like and try to build exactly what you want. So give us a call, reach out to us on Facebook. It's going to be a big summer. It's going to be a massive winter. You guys need to gear up and let's go make a lot of money while make hay while the hay is growing. Thank you guys.